Aloha Cancer, this is Stephanie with the Whispering Dragonfly coming to you with your twin flame reading for mid-June to mid-July. Okay, so thank you guys so much. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you haven't already, please do that and click the bell button. That'll give you notifications for when I put out new videos. Let's get started with a little bit of Hawaiian salt and I'll make some announcements. Okay. Clears the energy, gives you your minerals. Okay, so for those of you that are in twin flame relationships or feel like you are identifying with the twin flame energy, remember that it's an energy. It's not a, does not have to be a specific person, okay? I recommend this book. It's 2150 AD. It has been a little bit hard to get, so hopefully you can find it. It was written, I believe, in the 70s. And it's essentially, you know, fictional, but it really does give you what the energies of the twin flame journey is through a story, okay? And then Cancer, I am also doing a giveaway for the month of June. I'm giving away my book, Spirit Path Animal Oracle. So this is an oracle book, so you just would flip through it and find your answer to your question, yes or no. So it's similar to oracle cards, just done in book form. And how you win that, you become a subscriber if you're not already, hit the bell button, like and share this video, and then comment in the comment sections love, and that lets me know that you want to participate in the drawing, okay? Excellent. So let's get started with your reading. This is for twin flame for Cancer. All right, we're going to start with the Mana cards, which is the power of the ancient Hawaiian wisdom. So for Cancer, for their twin flame relationship. All right, we got, perfect. We got Lamaku, beautiful. This is the torch or victory. I'm loving that. Okay, so it says, here we go. It says, Lamaku symbolizes the joy of victory over all obstacles that diminish the wisdom of enlightenment. Anything that keeps you from experiencing unlimited vision and well-being is an obstacle, including the desire for material gain or spiritual progress. Daddy Bray emphasized the importance of balance regarding even spiritual practice. He said that when people are only spiritual, they may become impractical, and when they are only materialistic, they may become weak, losing both health and wealth. Lamaku encourages you to celebrate the material world without clinging to it. Develop your spirituality without losing touch with the physical and natural worlds. This will facilitate a state of balance that allows your inner light or kukui to flow through your pu'uai, your heart, transforming personal, biological, emotional, and mental energies into universal love energy. This love energy manifests in a life of service, guided by true spiritual vision, prophetic speech, and healing power. Become awakened and fully conscious by paying close attention to all things, ideas, or persons that seem to pull you off balance or trap you into extreme negative or positive emotional states. Approach all obstacles with an open heart, and you shall surely be victorious. So this is beautiful. It's indicating a victory over that kind of push and pull, over the old ancestral energies that have been clearing. We have just come through the summer eclipse season. The last eclipse was on the 10th, and so we're still in Mercury retrograde as this is being filmed. Okay, and Mercury retrogrades until the 22nd, so there may have been some people from your past who have come back in. There may be some instances where folks are working on their karmic partners, finishing up those karmic cycles. The cycles that are ending in this particular time are a 10-year window, okay? So 7 to 10-year cycles have been ending, and that beginning of the new 7 to 10-year cycle is starting right now, okay? So they're saying you're victorious, and how you're doing that is you're letting go of obstacles. I feel like for some of you, Cancer, it's a double-edged sword. I feel like some of you are choosing to let go of karmic partners, and some of you may even be choosing to release yourself from the label or the idea of the twin flame, specifically being in one particular person. I feel like you might have been dealing with one person for these years, and you're ready for the new, right? And that new, if a person, here's the thing with twin flame energy, it's an energy, okay? So it can jump to other bodies, meaning a person will grow with you spiritually as far as they will grow. And then if they don't continue and you do, then another person will appear, and it will be the same energy that you recognize. It may just be in a different body. And they are asking you to really embrace your progress, as well as allowing things to be both in the spiritual and material world. So through that balance is how you get the victory. All right, we have a couple of Whispers of Love cards Lover's Oracle cards that has come out. So we have criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. And then you got embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. Okay, so I do feel like for some of you that are already in union with your twin flame, you're moving into that space, overcoming the obstacles of being too critical or, you know, those triggering type of moments. Now it's coming into harmonization. For those of you in separation, this is indicating, you know, letting go of the criticism, letting go of the past, of the things that, Cancer, that you thought, okay, I'm blaming my twin flame for that because, you know, these things happened or they did this. But Spirit's indicating that you'll find your missing pieces together. And so the twin flame energy is the mirror, okay? So they may have been showing in ways that was not actually how they wanted to treat you, but it's what was in your energy field to be cleared. And now it's saying that that time for embrace is coming back in to your life. And I am finding that in the general energies, a lot of the twin flames or divine counterparts, however you want to call that, are coming together because it's time on the planet. There's a larger mission to that particular type of relationship, and it's time on the planet for those light codes in that grid to be anchored in. And so you know, what Spirit's saying is, like, it's really not about you. Like, you get the benefit of it, but it's really those energies coming together for the mission that we have on Earth at this time. Okay, and from my book, we got the Fly, which is rapid growth, which I think is funny. I'm not Cancer, but I've had flies in my house, and it's so strange because there's not really normally any flies around. So it says, when flies comes buzzing in your ear, don't reach for the swatter, rather listen instead. The message of the fly is quick, rapid growth. The fly symbolism comes with a 2-week timeline on significant life changes. The fly helps add the energy and ability to greatly multiply prosperity in our endeavors at enormous rates. The fly has keen eyesight and will teach you in your endeavors to truly see. And in this seeing, there is the ability and propensity to act quickly. Fly asks us to be quick to act and quick to respond in order to achieve success. Fly helps us to carry our emotions and act quickly in uncomfortable situations. Fly will also emit frequencies that allow for physical healing. The buzz of their little wings bring big change to the physical body for those that will listen. When fly appears, you are asked, are you ready for quick change? Are you ready to multiply your prosperity at enormous rates? Are you ready to act and respond quickly and with keen eyesight? Are you ready to let go of physical and emotional frequencies that repel prosperity? If so, then fly is the guy for you. He will lead you into rapid and prosperous change so that you may fly indeed. Okay? So, rapid change is happening. And so notice that was a 2-week timeline. So this is being filmed in mid-May, no, it's not, in mid-June 2021 to mid-July 2021. But because of those eclipse energies, we did have towards the end of May the first eclipse of the 2. And so now those energies are coming together to bring you in what it is that you want to bring in these unions. All right, for Cancer Twin Flame, let's look at the tarot. All right. Beautiful. So 3 more. Okay, 1 more. I'm hearing the name, they're giving me the name Christopher, So if you're Christopher, or if you're dealing with a Christopher, they're asking you to just pay close attention to the reading. If not, that doesn't mean that the reading's not for you. It's just an indication that that person may have drifted off for a moment, okay? So we're starting off with King of Wands, Death and Rebirth. So we're starting there. Sorry. So King of Wands, you may be dealing with a fire sign, so Aries, Leo, Sag. And Death and Rebirth is Scorpio, so that may mean something to you, doesn't have to. So this King of Wands, this is pre-Emperor energy. So whether you're male or female, the energy, this is showing the divine masculine being in that pre-Emperor energy. So this person has been working really hard on themselves. They've been working on their business, trying to get things together. So regardless of what energy you hold, the divine masculine has been in that. So your partner, Cancer, has been really working on that Phoenix transformation. Notice the salamander on his shirt. So in the wand suit, the salamander indicates going through the fire without being burned. It's like kind of like Daenerys, mother of dragons, right? So it's like that same indication that you have to go through the fire to return as the Phoenix, to return in your strength and power. Okay, and so this person that you've been dealing with has been going through quite a death and a rebirth, okay? Because we have the Hermit card next. And the Hermit card indicates that's the card of Virgo, if that means something to you, okay? And they've kind of removed themselves so that they could go through this death and rebirth process. So during this Mercury retrograde, which we are still in, Cancer, until the 22nd of June, there has been this reviewing of the timelines that's been happening with your person, and I feel like you've been reviewing the timelines. There has been quite a bit of self-reflection, okay? And so it's showing in the next group here that you've both been reflecting on the broken heart. I feel like for those of you who are watching, the energy is strongly indicated that you have already met and started this process with your twin flame. So it's not like you're looking for one, it's that you're already in that process. And there's been some blinders, okay? There's been some things that you've needed to see, some truth that you needed to see. And I feel like that what they're saying is, for many of you, you allowed someone that you thought was your twin flame to slip away because you didn't want to see the truth about yourself or the situation, and there wasn't communication. So it was like lack of communication essentially put you guys into separation. But what they're indicating is during this time, the Temperance is saying, you know, the gift of patience is patience, right? So it's like having that patience. Notice that this angel is bringing the sun and the moon together. It's that divine alchemy behind the scenes. And so what's happening here is that, Cancer, you're having this divine alchemy happening behind the scenes. So you may not have heard from this person in quite some time, because they're indicating that, you know, many of you may have funneled your energies into work or to progressing yourself in that way, as well as your partner may have mirrored that as well. And what it's showing is that with this Temperance, that behind the scenes, the divine timing and the divine alchemy is what is coming forward for you. And so this is really beautiful in that there's going to be a quick change that is coming forward, because in your near future positions, we have the Two of Cups and the Page of Wands. So there is a communication coming in. Fiery communication. I will say it may seem a little bit immature, right? So it's not going to be like this huge confession of love or what have you. It may still have that kind of sexual undertone or immature undertone, but Spirit's saying give them a chance, because it's just trying to open up that communication. They do want to offer you this cup of love. They do want to enter back into a union space with you, Cancer, okay? So it's like, allow the communications to come forth. You both have been in a strong healing process, and remember that you got victory as your overall energy. So it is the balancing of the spiritual and the material worlds. So regardless of how the communication is, this communication is coming in. They want a new start with you. They want to make it new. They want to rebuild not just the spiritual connection, but the passion. And they have been working on themselves. I feel like for some of you, it's like, well, I don't know if they've been working on themselves. Things have got to change a lot. Remember the releasing the criticisms, allowing the past to be in the past, because we have the world. So with these eclipses, you guys have finished up a cycle. So that cycle of the old ways has completed. Now for some of you, that may be you've completely completed the cycle with that previous person. And if they come to you in a way that is so blatantly immature or just overtly sexual, I don't feel like you're going to accept them back. And in which case, Spirit will give you the victory of the twin flame energy in a different body. Okay, for others of you and for the majority of you, I feel like this is coming in that you have completed your cycle of those of the death and rebirth and that hermit energy, and now it's time to come together in this new cycle of being in union and partnership. So it's really indicating that you're going to be in union and partnership, that you have overcome that that broken heart. You have overcome not being willing to see the kind of less than savory parts of yourself, Cancer, because it's like, remember, your twin flame is your mirror. So sometimes though there's parts that are particularly unsavory or you're not comfortable with, or that you feel like you want to blame the other person. But essentially it is your energy. If it's in your field, okay, if you spot it, you got it, okay. And so this is showing that you're going to end that old cycle and begin this really beautiful new cycle. And so there is growing to do. I feel like you both have the chance and opportunity when you come back together to grow emotionally, to learn how to speak, because the emotions are still a bit immature. So the only cups on the table is that Two of Cups, okay? So it's like you're coming back into union, you're going to learn each other. You're embracing to find the missing pieces within yourself and learning to turn off those criticisms so that you can move forward into victory, okay? So really, really beautiful energies, Cancer. I'm going to leave that there. They said to go ahead and wrap that up in those energies. So, you know, if you find yourself starting to be critical, just remember it's about balance. Allow yourself to see things in a new light. It's not only for yourself, but it's also for them. Okay, so thank you so much, and that's what I have for you today. And until next time, keep unfolding in love. Okay, aloha.